back and look into this Fort Hood and see if this has been a routine. One of the most noted horrific mass shootings, Nidal Malik Hassan killed 13 people, wounding 30. November 5th, 2009 at Fort Hood. He was a major and he was a psychiatrist. Then in 2016, the right protocols were not taken during a training exercise and the vehicle overturned. There was a heavy storm and 8 soldiers died. There was also a West Point cadet who also lost his life. And questions still remain unanswered when it comes to that accident that happened. Then on April 2nd, 2014, Ivan Lopez killed 3 people, wounding 16, then killed himself. It is said that he was speaking to psychiatrists about anxiety and depression after being over in Iraq for 4 years, but they failed to help him. Now, starting this year, 2020, March 1st, Shelby Jones, 20 years old, killed at a strip club. March 5th, Christopher Sawyer, found unresponsive in his on-post residence. March 14th, Freddie De La Cruz, 23. He was 23 years old. They found him shot dead at an off-base apartment. April 22nd, Vanessa Guillen, which we all know, the 20-year-old that went missing. Come to find out, she was murdered, and her body was found later. Brandon Rosecrans, 27 years old. He was found dead from a gunshot wound to the head. He was found near his burning Jeep miles away from the base. And there's Gregory Morales. He has been missing for over a year. They ended up finding his skeletal remains off base. Mr. Morta, he was found by fishermen. He was unresponsive. They say drowning could have been the cause of death. Sergeant Bradley Moore, 36, he was completing a land navigation course. When he died, no foul play is suspected there. And then there was the young man who killed himself. His name was Aaron David Robinson. He was only 20 years old. And according to those at the military base, they're stating that Aaron David Robinson is the one that walked in on Guillen as she was taking a shower and the one that was sexually harassing her. And it is said that he bludgeoned her to death. Then he hacked up her body with a machete and put the body parts within cement. So he had to go and purchase this machete. He had to purchase this cement. He had to cut up and hack up her body. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell did he have all the time to do all of this. Guillen's sister said she spoke with David when she visited the Fort Hood base during the search for her sister, and he was very dismissive and he laughed in her face. Quoted Myra, he ain't put up no type of front. He ain't even want to talk to them people, and he walked off from theirs and laughed at them in their face. So all of a sudden, a couple days, week later, you shoot yourself. I personally believe it's a lot more to this story. And maybe he did walk in on her while taking a shower, and that right there is what cost his ass his damn life, if he did not in fact kill her. Because think about it, if an alibi was needed, all you gotta do is look at her past incidents, point somebody out, pin it on them. It make things more believable, Okay, so while looking up this information, I thought I had come to a close, but then here comes Elder Fernandez. So Elder Fernandez was found 30 miles away from base, hanging from a tree, Tuesday, August 25th. Okay, so they're trying to say that foul play is not suspected. due to the fact that he filed a report against one of his superiors for sexual assault. So his aunt, according to his aunt, he had been pretty happy. He hadn't had any issues. He was happy about joining the army, being in the army, until I guess a few weeks ago or a month ago or whatever, when he was sexually assaulted. And instead of them getting rid of the person that sexually assaulted him, they just changed his unit, which I don't fucking understand. If he's telling you one of the superiors sexually assaulted him, why not get rid of that goddamn superior? Why would you just change his unit? You changed his unit. I mean, it don't sound like he was sent to another base. Therefore, he would still have to look at the motherfucker that sexually assaulted him. I mean, I'm hoping that's not what happened. I'm hoping they was getting ready to change him to another base or something like that. Or maybe he came from another base to Fort Hood. But, I mean, just putting everything together don't sound like that's what happened. He was hospitalized, at which he spoke with his mother. But no information has been given on why he was hospitalized. According to Elder Fernandez's aunt, Isabella Fernandez, she stated that he really enjoyed his time in the army. The guy just renewed his contract to stay in the army until 2024. So if he really hated it, he could have went on ahead and just allowed his contract to end, and then he could have went home. Because obviously, I'm guessing his 3 years were up. His family also stated that he was very independent. You know, he always had his stuff together. He was a pretty happy kid. He was only 23 years old. So why are they trying to say he killed himself? According to his family, the last time his mother spoke to him was on August 16th. And the Army police reported him missing on August 19th. So that was 3 days after he spoke with his mother. When he spoke with his mother, he was at Carl R., the Army Medical Center. And they say that he was being treated by a psychiatrist. Now, the family does not know if he was put into the psychiatric part of the medical center willingly, or if he was forced to do this, due to the fact that he had just filed a complaint about sexual assault. So maybe, in my opinion, I believe that is probably their protocol. Somebody says that they've been bullied or sexually assaulted or anything like that, of course they're going to have them go and talk to a psychiatrist. Well, when he was released from the psychiatrist, one of the superiors took him to an off-base apartment building where he asked to be dropped off at. And they stated that he stood outside for a second and smoked a cigarette. Now, the person that I guess he was rooming with at this apartment building states that he never made it home. None of these other bases in the United States of America have had soldiers dropping like damn flies. And most of it being unexplained or thrown off on some bullshit like, oh, this guy, he bludgeoned her to death, so he shot himself in the head. I just find it really hard to believe that anyone could possibly still believe any damn thing the media puts out. I mean, you can't place mental illness on everybody. Not everybody there got mental illness problems and around here trying to kill themselves. And if that is so, why is it so many? Why all the mentally ill people just so happen to be at Fort Hood? Just crazy. This just been a crazy year. But in closing, peace and blessings, and bless all the families that have lost a loved one, and rest in peace to all the brothers and sisters that have lost their life in terribly unfortunate situations. I just wanted to share what I had found. I hope the rest of you do your research and stay woke.